Hey you guys, I'm testing out a new angle for my videos, specifically for the chat videos, and also a new microphone. I guess I shouldn't say new because this is quite old, but I haven't used it in a really long time. I actually don't think I've ever used it for a video. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have. But anyways, I'm trying to be better about when I get an idea to talk about something, just sit down and hit record. And funny enough, something that I felt really heavy on my heart today was the topic of validation and needing validation. And I think this video is going to be quite short compared to my other chats, but I just kind of felt in my heart that I needed to make this to remind you, whoever it is watching this video, that seeking external validation from other people is like basically pouring water into a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. You are going to be fighting an endless battle. I knew that I wanted to be an actor when I was very little. I had this desire and this passion for acting. I didn't really know what it was. I just knew that any time that I was in a play, musical, singing a solo at school or at church, performing in a choir, anything related to performance, I loved it. And it was just a passion that I always had. And I remember very distinctly just being told many times that it was a long shot, that acting was more of a hobby than a career worth pursuing. And I spent a lot of my teen years seeking validation, specifically from my parents, but even from my peers. And I remember when I finally decided to go for it, to audition for a play in high school, that was really one of the first moments where I felt like I was doing it for me, and not because I wanted to prove something to somebody else. So fast forward, I'm now in the professional theater world, starting to get paid for shows. And it was funny because I found myself reverting back to that wounded inner child who always expected her parents to show up, whether it was choir or theater. And sometimes they would, and sometimes they wouldn't. And I remember my eyes scanning those audiences, hoping and praying that my parents would see me and see that the dream that I had and the passion that I had was real and worth pursuing, and that I had the talent for it. I wanted their validation so bad. There were some shows where I was getting paid $100, $300, and some a couple $1,000. And I remember every time that I was excited that I had just gotten cast in something, when I brought it up to my family, the first question that I would be asked is, how much does it pay? And the reaction to the amount that I was getting paid obviously varied, from disappointment to a little bit of excitement. I remember though, there was this one show, I wasn't getting paid very much, but I did invite my parents to come see it, and they did. And this was about 2 years ago, and my mom texted me after the show. And she said, "You are an awesome actor." And she said, "Emotional drama really suits you." I remember this because those words meant a lot to me. She said, "Emotional drama really suits you." And in the show, I was playing a child. I was playing like a 14-year-old. And she said, "You portrayed the sweetest childlike character, and I just wanted to run up and give your character a hug. Like, you were so sweet." And those words meant so much to me. Like, it was the first time that I was hearing either one of my parents really congratulate me on my acting, on my talent. Now, 2026, I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and I've done a lot more projects since then. And I just remember this feeling that those words, as amazing as they were to hear, they weren't enough. I had been running after that very sentence, that very moment of validation all those years, and when I finally got it, it wasn't enough. Because why was I still struggling with insecurity? Why was I still doubting my ability? Why was I still fighting myself every time that I was in a project, every time I was auditioning, fighting with myself to not put myself down and to believe in my talent and in my dream? Wouldn't those words have been enough to fix all that? And the answer is no. As creatives, I think we find it very, very easy to want to prove our worth and the worth of our art to those around us. And this is just a really gentle reminder that the only person you have to prove that to is yourself. I think I've struggled a lot in the past with self-doubt and a lack of self-confidence. It's something that even today I'm still working on. It helps to have a partner and someone who loves me, cherishes me, and believes in me to speak life into me and to encourage me, to believe in me, in my talent, and my dream. It's made a world of a difference to have Daniel in my life, to be that support system for me. But even your most cherished loved one, they could tell you, you have the talent, you have what it takes, you're an amazing actor. And at the end of the day, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, sometimes their words don't make you believe in yourself. And it's hard because there's obviously that part of me that wants to believe, but it's a struggle. And I know somebody watching this, you watching this, can maybe relate to that. And it's funny because I was having a really bad bout of self-doubt one night, and Daniel, he put on one of our favorite anime. He put on Gurren Lagann, the first episode. It was so funny because I knew where he was going with it, why he put it on. And it really is, what Kamina says to Simon, believe in the me that believes in you. But it is so much easier said than done. And we can have a Kamina in our life cheering us on, and it doesn't always fix our insecurity overnight. So, I don't mean this as a discouragement, but rather an encouragement that when you decide to stop seeking validation from other people and depending on somebody telling you that you are good enough, you've won. That's what I really hope for you, the creative watching this video, the actor, the artist, whatever your craft is. I just hope that if you take anything away from this video, let it be a sign to you that it won't be perfect, and you might have to make this decision multiple times, maybe every day, until it just becomes a habit. But I hope that this is your sign to make today the day that you stop seeking external validation. Something that truly helped was turning off my social media. As cliche as that is, as common knowledge as that is, I offload it from my phone a couple days a week now. I try to keep it off for a week or two at a time, and it genuinely does help. I hate to say it, it really is that damn phone. When you, excuse me, I'm still recovering from a cold, but yeah, I mean, when you give yourself permission to just focus on yourself, and it's so funny, it shouldn't be something hard to do, but it is. When you give yourself permission to just focus on you, focus on your craft, don't look at those around you, there will be a point where you have the confidence and the security to be able to look at those around you and feel joy at their success and feel not a sense of competitiveness and comparison. But if you're not in that place, it might be a good idea to turn off your social media, to take breaks, and just focus on yourself for a bit. And know that the more that you work on your dream, on your craft, building your skills, getting more experience, you are empowering yourself to be validated without somebody else's help. You are enough. You really, truly are. Just as you are. You don't need somebody telling you that you are amazing at what you do. Just keep doing it. And that feeling of confidence and self-worth will come with time. I know that it's hard, especially when it feels like other people are doing it better, faster, bigger than you are. But trust me that everybody is chasing that feeling. Everyone is seeking validation in one way or another. And it is so rare to find somebody who doesn't need that and isn't seeking after that. And I want to be that person. I'm not perfectly all the time, but that's who I want to become. And I believe that I will be one day. And I'm working on it. And I think I'm getting there, but it really is an uphill battle, and I just want you to know that you're not fighting it alone. I hope this video encouraged you. If you want more behind the scenes of what it's like to be an actor, more encouragements, chats about random things, and occasionally a singing video, then please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.